Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 19th episode of Tate no Yuusha no Nariagari, or the Rising of the Shield Hero. And last episode, things took a bit of a turn when, suddenly the Pope shows up to rain righteous judgment upon all the characters, and seems to be trying to start up some sort of coup. So that's a problem for a lot of people. So, oddly enough, we're all kind of on the same side now. One of the benefits of this is that now the misunderstandings have been kind of cleared up with Motoyasu, because Pope Balma's basically all but admitted that he's the one that attempted to kill Ren and Itsuki, whereas clearly Motoyasu was blaming Nafumi for that. So that's good. That's good. That's probably the best thing that came out of that, really. Speaking of Ren and Itsuki, I do expect them to show up at some point in this episode, because I know they're not dead. I know they're not dead. They'll probably show up at some point in the episode. I know they couldn't like single-handedly save everyone, but they could lead people there to help. They probably have connections at this point. They probably know a lot more than Naofumi did a few minutes ago, so they were probably able to maybe put up some sort of countermeasure against this sort of thing. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. I guess we'll see. So let's just get on into it. So 3, 2, 1, play. It really was a magnificent crater. Oh yeah, we ended off with him raising his mighty sword, so... Hey, for your information, there's only one cockroach down there. Well, if somebody wants to rush in and save us at the last second, this would be a good time to do that. Especially if Melty's implying that's a special sword. Which it probably is if he wields it. Okay, shield. Well, ow, that is a powerful blast. Well, as long as it's not making your arms fall off, it's fine. It's almost as if that's not what he is, and you just keep calling him that to make yourself feel like you're in the right, which you're not. Trial shots. Well, okay, now if somebody wants to jump in and save us at the last minute, it's a good time to do that. I'll say that as many times as I need to. That look on Naofumi's face. That's the face of somebody that feels like they're screwed. That was a great face, honestly. I know it's a bad situation, but it was still a funny face. So yeah, Ren and Itsuki, if you've made preparations in the meantime to help with this, you might want to bring that up. Shiryu can only block so many powerful attacks. Remember back when Raftalia was small? Neither do I. Still have not got to this ocean boat part. I'm kind of getting impatient for that. I want to see that. Also, who's the dude with the red hair anyway? Like, have we seen him? Just fight it out. Just fight it out. Okay, back. The 4 cardinal heroes. So yeah, with a title like that, you gotta assume all the heroes will reunite in the episode. So, you know. Hey, that's my thing. You can't steal it from me. Well, that's scary. So that's definitely concerning. That's not good. It means he has a shield, too. Apparently the Pope was just hoarding it. Shouldn't shock anyone at this point. Hey, mine, again, tell me what's true and what's not true. Yeah, you know, if you told anyone. That's what I'm thinking. I doubt that's good enough. Okay, so that's the problem. It has a big defect. And yet he called it a trial shot. Because she's competent. Yes. Get wrecked. Well, of course, I already figured that. That's how you're framing it. Yeah, yeah. How about we only do one of those two things? It really will. Hey, yeah, Melty, can you kill all the believers behind him? Well, that's a problem. Well, do we throw rocks at them? What do we do? Oh. Yeah, only one person's allowed to manipulate Motoyasu. You gotta have a nice set of tits before you're allowed to do that. Yeah. Well said. I definitely understand what not really meant by the hero complex thing, just listen to what he says. It's no shocker that he's the one that she got her claws into. Did not do much, did it? Does not look concerned in the slightest. Yeah, we already established that, but how? I guess Ren Itzy could come from behind and start killing people. That'd be funny. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Yeah, but we're kind of stuck in a hole with them right now, so not much we can do. As long as we're willing to attack our enemy right now, then we'll put up with them. I guess. It's actually a pretty cool attack, but I don't think it's gonna do much. You blew up some rocks. Congrats. The glowing eyes is a nice touch. Yeah, instead of just rolling over and dying, you're trying to fight back. What's wrong with you people? I guess we will. They're really not in a very good position, like, tactically, physically. Just, like, stuck in a hole with not a lot of space to move. So personally, I would just get out of the hole as my priority. Well, some people are losing their mana. Well, no kidding, obviously. I guess you get to have a turn as well, but just pick your targets wisely. It's not even really your power. You're siphoning other people with somebody else's weapon. Probably not. Like I said, somebody's got to come from behind and attack the mana pool. Like, yeah, it looks like somebody's actually doing something finally. There we go. Somebody came to help. And great to see him grimace like that. And is that Renanitsky? Yes, it is. Finally. I, for one, am shocked that they're still alive. I don't know about you guys. But there they go. Did you bring reinforcements? Tell me you brought more reinforcements than just yourself. Not that I don't appreciate you being here, but I think we need more. So there better be an army of horses behind you, with men riding them. Why did you get in the hole? Like I said, you should have went from behind and attacked all the believers to reduce the mana pool. But I guess we're not doing that. We're just getting into the hole with them. Sure, why not? I take it that's a no on the reinforcements thing. So we're still glad to have you, regardless. The important thing is the 4 heroes are together now, so that probably should make a difference. We got range with Itsuki. I mean, the sword's not particularly helpful in the hole, but Ren's there for moral support. Yeah, obviously. Because we have to summon new heroes if they died. I remember that part. And then the whole place blew up. Yeah, they weren't big fans of that at all. Boom. Tried to. They clearly failed. Yeah, I think I see... Wasn't sure if I saw blood or if that was just a lighting thing. But yeah, we survived, that's what matters. Well, yeah, they keep tabs on all the heroes, I'm sure. That makes sense. Sure, but we gotta blame them for everything so we can get back our common ground. Just let it go now, Fumi. At least for now. Yeah, you're gonna have to get a lot closer than that, Ren. And are we gonna get through all the way? We did. This is teamwork right here. This is our hero teamwork when we don't hate each other. What's wrong? Going a little bit limp there? Hopefully that's not a bluff. Because that could be very helpful. It kind of sounds like a bluff, but... Those poor confused people. No, it's not. Battle between a corrupt pope and some heroes. I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. I know you believe that, but doesn't make it true. Yeah, no amount of false heroes are a match for a false pope. Yes, you're a very good sheep. Here's your carrot. Your sheep eat carrots? I don't know. They do now. Yeah, I'd say so. Of course, not the only ones, but we'll worry about that later. But if the queen really is bringing a force, we just have to buy time for that, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna play with you, kids. I mean, it's not really wrong. You know, Naofumi, you were told to play nice with the other kids. Yeah, even if you're not wrong, Motoyasu, just shut up. Of course, no argument here. You shut up. Just shut up. Well, it's because he's an idiot. It doesn't make... Yeah, all I did was mindlessly believe my party member, you know? What's wrong with that? If you used your brain even a tiny bit, maybe things would have been different. Yes, he is. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it at all, but okay. They're a little bit better, but not by a lot. Really don't have time for this. But real life is not like video games. They only disappear in video games because it would take up memory if they just stayed there. It'd be a big waste of resources to have a model just slowly decay over a long period of time. That's why they fade away. Spit out the drink. Yeah, that was a Spider-Man line, right? And I for one would feel much safer with an Aqua Shield. And nobody else. Pretty much. Cleaning up your messes. Yes, that's the truth hurt. Never realized just how much taller Motoyasu was than Nitsuki. Get wrecked. No. That's the source of all the problems with you. This is become a recap episode all of a sudden. This really feels like a recap episode now. And you abuse that trust. You just embarrassed yourselves. Yeah, the glass one might have been a bit much, but other than that... Oh, Philo, you're great. You are not allowed to get that close to her. I'm surprised you put up with that for as long as you did. I don't completely disagree with you. We just cleansed like half. Okay, so, you know, Queen Punitive Force, if you want to get here now. Be a good time for it. But probably not. Oh wow, okay, yeah, that's powerful. But I think we took it. Yeah, it looks like we took that well. You're all scum to me. Yeah, that's the biggest crime by far. And he actually said that. Yeah, I've missed you, Filial, whatever your name was, old Filial Queen. Yeah, you're doing very well in getting them back together. Uh, in his own way, you know? It may look like he's trying to make things worse, but no, he's trying to work things out. He's just trying to let them realize what scumbags they are so they can improve from there, you know? Okay. See, that's what we're building up to. Don't get tsundere on me. Victoria, that's what it was. Finally, what took like, what, 19 episodes? We can actually have some real teamwork between our heroes for once. Because that's hard to imagine, honestly. Like, so I'm not even joking, I can barely picture that in my head. You do that, Philo. We should have had a clause in this teamwork contract that said you had to get rid of mine, but oh well. Too late now. Yeah, working together. How foolish. What? That doesn't sound good. Doesn't look good either. There's another great out now for my face. But again, a big problem. Okay, this definitely looks worse than I thought. Uh, it really is like a cathedral that he summoned. Okay, I thought it was just a fancy name, but it's... He just summoned a building. Okay, why not? I knew you should have left the hole while you had the chance. Hope you at least have refreshments. Well, the cathedral's scary and all, but we finally have its heroes willing to work together, so I like our chances. I like our chances. Whew, well, that was an episode. I always enjoy Naofumi just telling the other heroes what scum they are. I always get a kick out of that. And the episode delivered on that front. You know, for a while, Motoyasu had been my second least favorite character in this show. But the Pope is giving him a run for his money. The Pope is definitely giving him a run for his money on that title. Because man, as a Pope irritated me. You know, they spent a... I just realized, they spent an entire episode in that hole. Like the entire episode of that whole, part of the previous episode. Battle of good and evil. Yeah, but when both sides think they're good, uh, yeah. So that was the 19th episode of Shield Hero. And what's there to really say about this episode besides they spent the whole time in the hole? Well, the Pope likes to hear himself talk. I mean, that's something we've clearly established here. He thinks of himself in the right, or at least pretends to, for the sake of the followers behind him. He's using them as a mana pool, siphoning their power to power his replica weapon, which I guess is what Itsuki and Rim were researching, were looking into, was the four cardinal heroes replica weapon that he wields that supposedly disappeared, but secretly the Pope just kind of has it, in case he needs to use it, which would be what we have here now. We got Motoyasu being going full annoying hero wannabe, what I don't know what a good word for it is, but it feels like he's role playing as a hero. That's really what it feels like with some of those Motoyasu lines. It's just so cringy. I've never liked Motoyasu, and it just didn't really help much. None of that really helped. And yeah, Motoyasu, I just really don't like him at all. I mean, very early on in the show, he was obviously, a full-on white knight being manipulated by mine. He was always just like, what? All I did was, listen to these girls I barely know and made all my decisions based on what, what they said, specifically what mine said. What's wrong with that? Why are you acting like you did anything wrong? What you did wrong was not use your own brain to think. You were just a mindless sponge for whatever your puppet master told you to do. And a lot of bad things happened as a result. So yes, you may have did something wrong there, Motoyasu. Just really don't like that character at all. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a tiny, incy little bit. But eventually Ren and Itsuki showed up, I think halfway through. I thought for sure they would show up behind the followers, maybe with reinforcements of some description, and then just start cutting away at them until the mana pool is gone and there's nothing left but the Pope, and then they can just finish him off because he no longer has a mana pool, and we could pincer him from Ren and Itsuki on one side with Shield and everyone else on the other side. That's kind of what I was thinking what would happen there, but no, they were just like, hey, we're here guys, and just hopped into the hole after firing a couple shots off. Not quite what I expected, but I guess we really valued being side by side, the four heroes, I guess. I guess we needed to have a conversation between each other, so I guess it makes sense that they would all get together in the hole, but it just, I don't know, it just seemed like some tactical silliness to me for everyone to all jump in the hole to be one easy target for his energy blasting sword. I question that decision, but I guess I see the logic, maybe, because that way we can have Shield Hero blocking attacks and Itsuki firing attacks back and stuff. I guess I kind of get it. But the real reason is that we need to talk to each other. That's the real reason we're all together in the hole. Because Futoria, I think that's her name, said, we need to work together. The four cardinal heroes need to work together. That's a prerequisite for the world not dying. It's for the four heroes to work together. And if they don't work together, we just have to kill them all and start over with a clean slate. So, a nice chunk of the episode was dedicated to Naofumi talking to the heroes about on this subject, saying, hey, you guys, you messed up a lot. You did a lot of bad things. I hate you because of bad things you've done to me. You're not even that much better than the Pope. I don't see you as being much better, especially because you also try to mess with the things that I care about. So I really don't like any of you. You're all scumbags, and these are all the bad things you've done. Now, with all that out of the way, I am willing to work with you so we don't die. I'm willing to do that, but I still hate you. You're all terrible people. But I'm willing to set that aside for now to get this done. That's kind of what we ended off on with Naofumi's conclusion. So that was fun. I really enjoyed all of that, even though it did feel like a recap episode with just how much they were like, hey, you did this, you did that, that happened. It really felt like a recap episode because of that, but it barely bothered me a little bit, just a tiny little bit, because I like the overall aspect of that scene, calling them out on their stuff. So I was willing to accept it because of that. Another thing I liked, though, was just how much, Philo, as well as Melty, I think to a lesser extent, was just really being savage towards Motoyasu. Getting those little comments snuck in there here and there. I like that a lot because Philo doesn't really like Motoyasu. If you remember back in the day, she just like kicked him. You know, that's how much she did. Back when she was still just a bird, she just kicked him. That was great. So, and he also kind of wants to steal Philo from Naofumi, so he's not a big fan of him, not at all. So I think that's everything worth mentioning in the episode. I mean, Motoyasu did mention something about the Queen's punitive forces, which initially sounded like a bluff to me, but I mean, it makes sense that it would happen because he's obviously threatening the royal family's control over the country, so, you know, the Queen would obviously make some sort of move against that, but still, hopefully that's true. Hopefully that's what we're gonna do. We just have to buy time for the Queen to show up with an army of horses and people on them behind her. You know, maybe some of those masked women as well. You know, being ninjas and attacking ninja-like. That'd be cool too. So yeah, hopefully that's true. Hopefully that ends up happening. Hopefully we can deal with this problem with her help. Because not as if he has a big army or anything. He mostly just has a sword and a mana pool. So he's not really all that equipped to deal with even a small army attacking him from behind. So I think that really would be all it would take to take him down. Having that from behind and our guys from in front. Because he couldn't attack both sides at once, so I think that would be all it would take to bring him down, so it's just a waiting game at that point if that's what we're building up to. So yeah, I think that's all. We all have a united front now. We've all got a treaty, an agreement, an alliance, so hopefully things work out and we can defeat his cathedral and him. So, thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.